Well, hello and welcome to a new video. We're going to test the performance of Oblivion Remastered on the RTX 4050, and we're gonna use 4040p resolution here and the high settings preset as well as the medium DLSS setting. So let's go ahead and jump right into the game. And yeah, this one is inside the Dell Precision 5690, which means it is actually the RTX 1000 Ada, which is simply the professional version of the RTX 4050. But the chip is the same, only the drivers are a little bit different. But yeah, everything else, the VRAM capacity, everything is the same. So we do have 6 gigabytes of that, which you can see on the left corner is already fully utilized as well. And since we do have 64 gigabytes of fast system memory, we may be able to compensate a little bit for the lacking VRAM here, but I really have my doubts because Oblivion definitely is a very VRAM intensive game here, especially in these highly vegetated areas. And we do or will see some stuttering here and there when we're loading in some new areas as well. But yeah, I mean, this is still an enjoyable experience. Now we're dropping into the 20s, so yeah, it really shows that we have not sufficient VRAM capacity here. And our GPU is also fully utilized here, but I think if it wasn't for the VRAM, yeah, exactly, we would see the GPU go up to 75, 80 watts here. But if it's really completely maxed out VRAM wise, then we're probably gonna see some dips here in the wattage, even though we're still at 100% utilization of the graphics card. And we do have some enemy nearby. But yeah, 27 FPS is where it's at here, so not optimal, and definitely a lot better on the RTX 5000, which I've tested this one earlier today. And due to the fact that it has 16 gigabytes of VRAM, it's definitely able to handle this game a lot better, even though from the rasterization performance, the RTX 4050 actually is, or RTX 1000, is actually quite a bit faster, or at least at the same has the same performance as the RTX 5000. So really interesting that this is still so that this is going to be much worse than the experience on the RTX 5000. And yeah, that's definitely only due to the lacking VRAM. I mean, it's really sad because it would be a really good gaming card even in 2025 if you had 8 or 12 gigabytes of VRAM with this one. But yeah, due to this decision by Nvidia to only give us the 6 gigabyte here, yeah, you can see we're having massive stuttering, and that is something I've never seen on the RTX 5000 in this game, or any other 16 gigabyte VRAM card here, even at much higher settings than what we're playing here. That's really just due to the fact that we have to load in, we have memory swapping going on in the background, so the things that usually would be handled by the graphics card or the graphic card VRAM are getting swapped over to the system RAM memory. And even though it is really fast and it is 64 gigabytes of that, you cannot really play that that well anymore as soon as that happens. And you can see now we have tanked our performance due to this VRAM limit, and it's only gonna get worse from here on. So yeah, 6 gigabyte VRAM cards definitely will not be sufficient here in 2025 any longer. I mean, there are titles where it is going to be okay, but we've seen games like Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, which is actually even worse than this one here. And yeah, I mean, it's just really sad because you can see our GPU wattage is dropping heavily due to the fact that it's not the core clock speeds of our CPU and the raw performance of this card which is holding us back any longer, but it's really just the lacking VRAM capacity which we have in this card. So yeah, I guess Oblivion definitely isn't all that playable anymore. Even at lower settings, you're gonna struggle with that, and yeah, you probably want to stray away if you only have 6 gigabytes of VRAM in your system, in your graphics card.